That's right, and we're back live on Chicano Tube, live right there on Chicano Street. Beautiful in the Raza. Hey, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you haven't already, hit the bell. And when you hit the bell, you got to hit the all button. That way you're notified every single time that we go live. I appreciate everyone that's tuning in. We're gonna be joined by some special guests. We'll get into some plática. It's not gonna be long. I promised you that, so it's not gonna be long plática. But the first thing I want to do is go through the formalities, and then one more thing before I bring on some guests. All right, formalities first, and then one special thing. Gracias to all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone inside that members only. That members only that's been rocking with me. I appreciate you more than you know. You know, it's the ones that just give a little bit of change, a little bit up and above, and we got to give recognition, right? We ain't gonna get like hood stocks. We ain't gonna be charging for the chat or nothing like that. 99 cents and you can comment for the chat. I'm not knocking the hustle, but I don't think so, man. I think if it wasn't for you guys, there'd be no Chicano Street, there'd be no Chicano Tube, and I'd be talking to myself like a fool, right? Anyways, gracias all the day wonders. Gracias everyone inside the members only. All the Chicano channels, man. Shout out to you guys, my brothers. Dankin and Drankin. I appreciate you, Carnales, EBK, Chemo, Homie Hangout, Mile High Hustle. Shit, I'm missing a lot of them, right? Marvelous, Norbies, Tony A. We can go on and on, man. All the Chicano channels and all the Chicano pages. Before we go ahead and bring on some guests and get into the Witere, I wanted to just bring one thing on the screen, and I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna take a moment to pay a little bit of homage. Not a little bit, a lot of homage. Actually, this is from the Salinas LULAC Council's Facebook page, right? And so LULAC is the Latin United League of Latin American Citizens, something like that. Hopefully, don't get mad, LULAC. But I want to go ahead and pay homage to mi amiga. This is a friend of mine that I had met in middle school, the turn of the 90s, Washington Middle School in Salinas. Athletic, a leader, ASB, student councils, popular, you name it. And 5 years ago, yesterday, it was the day. 5 years ago, yesterday, she got rear ended by with her mother in the car coming from a hospital visit at nighttime by two güeros, two teenagers, and those güeros haven't done a day in jail. It's sad to say, but yeah, the system's broken. Money talks, I guess, and bullshit takes the bus. And there's a petition that we have on change.org that has thousands and thousands. I don't know how short it is, but there was a certain threshold on change.org, man. Maybe Raskizi knows about that. Once we get those signatures, we're going to bring this thing back to the district attorney. And we want someone to be in court and take responsibility for what they did. Everything we do, we got to take responsibility for what we do, man. Let's just keep that a buck. So, to mi amiga, Rosie Figueroa in heaven, amiga, playing baseball in heaven, playing basketball in heaven, volleyball, tennis. Can't even remember all the sports. It seemed like she always had something over her shoulder, man. She's buried right where mom's is. She's actually maybe 10 rows behind mom's. So I just wanted to pay a little bit of homage, and I'm glad to see something on Facebook pop up on my feed and says Lulac went ahead and remembered such a person that has such a bright future, man. Mother of a beautiful baby girl. And we're not going to get tired of going in front of that courthouse and telling them, we want this case open. That you, the judge, says there was a lot of errors in the case and somehow sweeps it under the rug and says it's closed. We ain't gonna take that. All right, here we go. Hey, gracias to everyone that's in the comment section. That's right, man. That's right, cabrones. All right, let me go ahead and bring on a brother from another mother. I appreciate you, Mile High Hustle. The heavyweight champion is in the house. ¿Cómo estás, carnal? Maybe I got you too early. I can't hear you, cabron.
There we go. My bad. I had a mute. I'm good. I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Good, good, good. Hey, I appreciate your time. We're not gonna be long. We'll get into a couple things, shoot it, and then I'll make a special announcement. And because Christmas week is coming up, we should be talking about
Mhm.
hot chocolate, familia getting together, pan dulce. Instead, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. I'm gonna go ahead and put it to bed tonight. I'm putting Textgate to bed tonight. I'm putting Operation Sabotage to bed tonight because, again, it's Christmas. We're going to focus on the positive. Unfortunately, yeah, the kids could have got more toys at the toy drive. In Denver over there, the gym could have got way more equipment, the inner city gym for the kids. But it seemed like someone took it upon themselves just because it didn't look good. I mean, when
Yeah,
does an ass whooping ever look good?
never, never.
I like the
Yeah,
point that you said is sometimes in you don't want to run the fade because when you lose the fade, you lose respect. I like when you said that. That was a good point.
yeah. I think that's what a lot of the violence goes to guns right away, brother. No one wants to take it out. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm raised that we all took outs. You know what I mean? I ain't won every fight I've ever been in. I'll be the first to tell you that I've got my ass whipped. Uh, I was raised without a daddy. My dad died when I was 5 years old, so the streets taught me lessons. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I guess I learned that shit at a very early age. Um, there's a good saying that says I never lose. I either win or I learn. You know what I mean? I never lose.
Simone.
I either win or I learn. And you know what, man? With everything being done with it, and I moved on. I forgive Boxer for what he did. I forgive him. I'm gonna move past this. Uh, I don't have no ill will towards him. At the end, we still did what we set out to do. Um, I just want to tell you, thank you, man, for being a good businessman. Thank you for partnering with me and getting that rack for the kids because you helped do that as well. Um, you're a solid vato, brother, and I'll be the first to say it. You know what I mean? I thought Boxer kind of had the home team advantage, um, but now that being part of the whole thing and seeing uh how this all played out, God kind of taught me a lesson that it's not always what it seems. And I know your business first, man, and that speaks volumes. And you have all my respects, brother. You've been nothing but a businessman. You've been nothing but professional. Yeah, you rub some feathers with selling the fight, but I get that. It's money, it's business. It ain't. There's none of this is personal. It was all business. You know what I mean? And you got to go in there with that mindset. You know what I'm saying? If we sit there and want to make it about our pride all the time, and people took shots at us, but hey, at the end of the day, man, you do good business. I appreciate you. I seen all the hard work that went into the production with you and your wife. You getting there a day earlier just to set up. Everyone that made it happen, man. Salute to every one of them. Salute to the Franco family. Salute to Big Al and his family. Warzone Boxing Club. Everyone was great, man. Everyone was great. Um, Even salute to Boxer for pulling up and fighting. I don't know where that got misconstrued. That I didn't show him his respects. That he went 5 rounds. Whatever, man. I forgive the dude. He has he has some growing to do still, man. Dude still got some growing to do, and hopefully he gets it done and he ends up being a better person. You know what I mean?
I didn't like coach Al getting drug into things. I thought that
No,
was very, for one, unprofessional, but that's the least. I mean, it goes from that to dirtbag shit because someone that's not even to prove what points. I just want to know there's plenty of lives already. We're going to put it to bed today. And then we got a special announcement. Don't go nowhere. I think we're going to start off Christmas week with a bang. Um, I think bringing him up in it was very just low class, very low class. You know what I mean? A stand up guy whose facility, I mean, to be honest, it looked like a $2 or $3 million facility. And he got three of them to bring him into this. If anyone texted him about it or called him about it, to each his own. Let me speak for myself. I didn't do those things, but to get him involved and stuff like that, that's some dirtbag shit, man. But anyways, there's been plenty of lives. Anyone wants to contest anything that I said, feel free. There wasn't intricacies told. But you want to contest it, feel free. This shit, I grew up in Salinas, man. I grew up around some fucking egos. I grew up around some individuals that they've made YouTube videos about.
For bit.
oh, there's the
Hey,
homie hangout.
I've
salute.
yeah, that's right, homie.
Hold on, let
I
me put a seco.
go ahead. No, no, of course. And individuals that they've done videos about. So serious individuals and all the other accolades that they have, intelligent and everything else you want to give them. But this one right here kind of takes the cake when it comes to immediately. And we didn't do the fight on the same on that day, Mile High. We didn't do it that day. We did it before, obviously. But letting people know from the jump, man. Letting people know. And so I'm like, this has to be like on the fucking ego video game, the final boss that you get to at the end when it comes to how are people gonna think about me. And that's why I'm disappointed. That's why I have my attorney pissed at me. That why I'm pulling the trigger. And the kids could have got more toys. Your gym could have got more stuff. But to me, it's business principle. And I'm not gonna disclose anyone who reached out to all the people that looked out for me. That's all they were doing.
Right.
Hey, Mikey, did you know this was going on? All they were doing is looking out for me. Every single, because you know how much time, energy, effort, and receipts that goes to the tax guy and receipts that went into this shit. So I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to bury Textgate. I'll let you guys say some words, each of you respectfully. At the end, we're gonna end it. We're gonna end it abruptly.
Okay.
I'm letting the people know we're gonna end it abruptly with the special announcement. I'll end it. And that's all I got to say. There's plenty of lives. And I mean, we got Raskizi here. I respect you and Mile High. If you guys want to ask anything too, feel free. It is open. I just kind of want to lay the groundwork down, and I'll pass it over.
All right. Well, good evening, gentlemen. The champ is here. What's going on? Conrad from Mile High Hustle.
How you doing,
Salute,
Josh?
Mikey. I'm just here hanging out, man. So you know, I will. If the baton is passed on, I'll pass it off to Conrad.
Okay.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. I just spoke a little bit. Like I said, I forgive Boxer, man. I forgive him. I was pissed at first. But that's typical, man. I usually find out people ain't always who they say they are, and it's nothing new to me. You know what I mean? It's all good, man. It's all good. I get it. I grew up in that whole bullshit too, and
Hmm.
I lived that kind of life. But I guess, like I said, the man got some growing to do, man. I hope he does it, and I hope he finds whatever it is he's looking for. And shit, like I said, I think his channel's gonna do great. I think he'll still do
Yeah,
good. He's a great content creator. I can't take nothing away from him. He got in there and he fought. That takes the heart of a warrior, without a doubt. So you win some, you lose some, but it's how it all ended. That left a bad taste in my mouth. But like I said, I forgive him.
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
more pissed than I guess. Let me interject real quick. I'm way more pissed because
Oh,
it's there's so many dynamics. I can't even begin to even put it into words, man. It just there's no justification after the but and the because. Everything is an excuse, and I've dropped the link right there. Anyone wants to come in, feel free, come in. Gilligan wants to come in. Tell me something I said that was inaccurate. And at this point, I'm steaming, man. I can't even put it into words. Go ahead.
So yeah, I apologize for being a little bit late. I This is my first time hitting a link onto a StreamYard with this setup, so I was behind the scenes playing around and trying to figure out how the camera was gonna look. I tried to make it look me, make me look good, and it still didn't fucking work. So I don't know, whatever. But
Shit.
uh, I, my issue, and I think I have made this clear, and I appreciate I seen Conrad's video yesterday, right? Uh, Watched that last night, and you had made the point, and I appreciated that. Also, if this was uh if this was just a fight, right, then I probably wouldn't have done a video um based just on seeing the fight. Right. I saw the fight Thanksgiving night. I had ample opportunity to record a reaction to it and clown and talk my stuff, right? But odds are I probably wouldn't have. Nobody knows 100%, but I wasn't leaning in that direction until the dots were connected with the communication after the fight, but before it aired, and how that could affect you guys, right? And the bag. I didn't put two and two together at first. Um, and then once that was put together, that's when I was like, oh, this is some bullshit, you know. And ran the video. Because I echo the hey, props for getting in there, I suppose, right? Um, Probably shouldn't have, but did, and so I mean, I guess there's some credit there for that, right? I I was over it. I my thing was Textgate, the scandal, whatever, right? Was damn, what was it? It's such a desire for damage control that you're willing to sabotage this for other folks involved, right? For you guys, and I thought that was bullshit, and and so that's what led me to make the video. But I think that point's been made, and you guys dealing with it however you deal with it. That's your business, and so I wasn't planning on talking about this anymore until yesterday. Uh, until I see you call him the cup holder, Mikey. I think that might be my favorite nickname right there. Till I seen the cup holders video, and nah, man, you can't. You know, it was foolish because it reinvigorated all this, right? It made it a conversation again. Jesus is the reason for the season. Merry Christmas. Gracias.
Appreciate the super chat. Gnarly
Gracias.
Vatos in the casa.
Um, that that didn't need to happen. Um, like I say, you find yourself in a hole. First thing you gotta do is stop digging. You know,
There's an echo going on.
there is. I don't know where that's coming from.
No worries, because we could always reset, reboot, reset, in and out. I could drop the link again. Go ahead. Let me hear
Seems to
you.
be on my end.
Is it still doing it? Is it me?
Hold on. Oh, it's probably Raskizi because I took him out of the studio. Oh no 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 no.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. It's mile high.
Let's bring 'em back.
Redrop the link, brother. Go ahead and redrop the link.
Absolutely,
I'll get out.
absolutely.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, I think it's a distraction, and it's a distraction from. Well, I think you got a good thing going, Mike. I've told you that when you started, when you did the rebranding of Chicano Tube, I was like, "That's fucking genius, Holmes. That's you know." Um, and you're the right guy to do it, right? And then to incorporate the championship series of fighting, I was like, this is great, right? You're building something great. Um, and all this distracts from that, you know. And
But
for what value? You know what I'm saying? For what value? So that's all. I just I was a little frustrated. I feel like it takes away from the effort in the minds of some. Maybe it takes away from the effort that Conrad had put in. You know, we could talk all day about how one person wasn't really prepared and maybe shouldn't have gone in there, but there was two people in the ring, right? And so I just it is what it is. Uh, None of it had to happen. And again, I think there's a life lesson for all of us, right? Because we all find ourselves in holes sometimes. We all find ourselves in situations where we're like, that probably wasn't my best move, you know?
Right.
And so what do? Right? You stop fucking
What do
digging.
you do? You cover it all up.
That is it. And why, man? For pride and ego, I think if there is damage to the reputation or the ego or anything else, it's this. It's not the fight. This I think is far more
yes,
impactful than what happened in the ring. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
and it didn't need to happen. And so look, here we are, damn near Christmas, still talking about some shit that happened on Thanksgiving. You know, um, and yeah, I just fucking
Case
couple.
closed.
Fucking
It's
couple.
like there's so much evidence. The case is closed. Is this one of
Right.
those easy ones, in and out of the jury box? What do you think,
Yeah.
Raskin?
Oh yeah. There's no there's no debate what happened. Right. This is not a who done it or how or what. This it's all very simple. Right.
Best plea they can give is no contest.
Yeah, my bad. You know what, man? My bad. Sorry about that. And then fucking move
Sorry,
on.
he already gave a statement and now he's trying to retract it. Like, hey, I didn't give the statement. Like,
Right.
we got it, bro. You already said you admitted to this. What are you talking about?
Right. It's
And then spin it. That means divert it. That means say, oh, you know what? I don't want to get involved in the drama.
right.
What?
I don't got time for this. It's just, you know, when I was early on in YouTube, somebody had reached out to me privately, and I had corresponded with them privately, and I spoke my opinion, right? I said what I had to say. I know it was about another person on YouTube, right? That stuff got turned into a video, right? My text messages, my messages with this person got turned into a video. Oh, fuck it, look what Rascal's saying, blah, 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 right? I went live and I was like, yeah, I said it. I said it. I'm not looking to make a big deal. Look, and people have told me, hey, tell him it's AI. Tell him you got hacked because it was through social media, right? Tell him you got hacked. Tell him this. Tell him that. Fucking tell him anything, but don't just tell him that it's true.
Mm.
Fuck it is true. I sent the message. Yep, those are my words. And is it a bright and shining moment? No, right? But I did it. So I came online and I was like, hey man, you guys heard that? I said that's true. Yep. Wasn't intended to be communicated to the world this way, right? That wasn't my intention.
To
But
me, I
I'm
look
not
at
gonna
it,
run from it.
Reskeezy.
What
To
it
me,
is.
I look at it like there's the crimes that were committed and those trying to defend it and
Mm-hmm.
those that were looking out for me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
If you
And
see it any other way, then you're persuaded to.
yeah, yeah. I don't think this is complicated. And I think if you look at the comment section and you look at the reactions to the content, um, it there's an army of two, three, maybe five that are like, hey, you know, John got done wrong, or John got burned, or John, poor John. There's maybe five people, right? There's everybody else. It's like, hey, it's,
He said
um,
maybe 5 people.
maybe five,
No, no,
right?
serio. When it comes to business principles and everything being in black and white, everything else is just horse feathers, man.
Right.
I mean, you if it's written this way for a certain way. So the most thing I learned this year was nothing really about events and the production, but really more is just my dealings when it
Mhm.
comes to dealing with fighters, I guess. But I ain't never seen this, and this one right here, I had projected to do really, really, really phenomenal. And instead, I'm dealing with the fighter who, as soon as it's over, he's thinking, what are people going to think about me?
Right.
And decided to throw a fucking grenade in our barracks where we're sleeping and fuck us.
Yeah.
It's how people are going to think about me.
Hmm.
I think
And I think that's a
analytically,
hundred
it
percent
was
what it
going to
is.
do better than any of the other ones. I think analytically, just looking at the lead up to the fight, all the interviews, the face off, the press conference, analytically, it was set to do better than all of them. But I'm thinking it, and this is Mikey's business, but I think it did poorer than all of them, and
Really?
that's the sad thing. And I told Mikey this. Me and Mikey had this conversation in the background. I said, "Boxer's the A side.
Yeah.
Boxer's the one who's going to put asses in the seats. That's the golden goose." Uh, you know what I mean? I thought Tony he messed up by letting Boxer get off the hook and not fight him. I thought Tony messed up.
Yeah.
Um, but at the end of the day, I guess Boxer knew what he was doing. To me, what's crazy, bro, is so so. There's a lot of deception that's went all the way up to this whole fight. He was telling us he was in a gym. He said he had sparred. He. It's just all been deception. Oh, hey, I'm doing this, but really, I'm thinking because he's telling Mikey I'm getting a new paint job. So for a whole week, you got a whole new paint job. You were worried about getting lions, tigers, and bears tatted all over you. What was this all for, bro? You know what I mean? What were you thinking? Like, were you just gonna? I was supposed to get scared with your lions, tigers, and bears, and then Mikey had me laughing. He said,
I'm a
"You have
security lover.
security detail that look like fucking average Joe's gym."
Fucking
Oh
cup
my
holder
god, man!
said I was there being security, bro. If you were the security, then I feel bad for the safety of everybody at that fucking event. If you, but I knew that wasn't the case. I
And I,
could
I
you
don't want people to get it twisted. I have respect for some of the entourage that was there that,
No,
that I know. Obviously, I do know people personally, and this is
well,
not throwing a net around people. I'm not throwing nets. Okay, when it
no,
comes to these
it was
kind of
a funny
dealings,
comment. It was
anyone that
a
I've
joke.
talked about on YouTube, it's always been something. It's
yeah,
always been something.
no, and shout out Iron Bear, man. I've had a ton of great conversations with
I
that dude.
like
We
Aaron
haven't
Bear.
we haven't talked in quite some time, so that's not. I don't say that to put anybody
Shout out
down.
Iron Bear.
It's but you could see the people who were doing security, right? They were doing security. Sandman was not one of those people doing security. He was standing watching the fight like other folks. He wasn't working, right? Like it's so I'm just criticizing that angle, not putting down anybody who went there or talking bad about any individuals. Just when he presented what his highlight was, really, because I was watching during the fight, you could see you in the background, like it. So that's moment. Yeah, hopefully nobody takes it as. I don't want nobody to catch no strays. Ain't no Ain't no straight shots here. I got pretty good aim, you know. And so yeah, that's if anybody took it like that, Spencer, I didn't mean it that way. Um, but it to hear that there's even a thought, and I don't know, Mike, if you want to get into it, there's no question on my end. But you know, I was talking to somebody earlier today that has seen all the content creator series of fighting fights,
Mm.
and we we're just chopping it up right about it, and like this should have been this was the big one, right?
Mm.
This was I think of all the fights that you had in terms of the draw, right? This was the
Drawing
catalyst
power. Drawing
to
power.
get, yeah, to get Paradigm in the ring. This again, that's been being talked about for years and years, and so this the interest in this, like this should have rivaled, which I know wasn't a fight that you put on, but this should have rivaled the first fight, right? The Gunnar
Solo
Solo
Tucker
Trump,
debut.
right? This and to hear that it may have even the to even consider maybe that this performed less than the other championship or the other content creator series of fighting things is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, you're right. When the team analyzes these things, yeah, when you get a person that has that, I'll say behind them. Let's say the interviews, right? Doing on different platforms. Look at the interviews. Look at the numbers they do. Okay, and a little glimpse, an example would be the YouTube, right? Look at the
Mhm.
YouTube numbers. Mile High pointed that out. Look at all the numbers. Okay, so the projection absolutely is high. The expectation is high, and it missed the mark. And there's only one reason it missed the mark. But again, in that individual's head, it don't matter. He was already texting people fucking in the parking lot of the gym, letting people know he's downplaying and making it seem like it was 4 or 5 people. Downplay big time. And so it's all downplay right now. It's all excuses. I'm ready to put Tech Skate to bed. I'm ready to put Operation Sabotage to bed because I got a special announcement at the end of this video. And really, a lot of this little resurgence, I guess, is Gilligan wanted to jump
It
in
is.
and put up. I guess he had a little binder paper, a journal full of
Yeah,
lies.
he had notes. What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a binder paper full of lies that he's believing. But I get it. You're aguitado,
Hold
way
on.
for your
Hold on.
daddy.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm
oh,
aguitado
get out
for
of
all
here.
the kids we could have helped. And Mile High's aguitado for all the gym that they could have got, but none of that mattered.
Right.
And at the end of the day, karma came back and bit him in the ass anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Brenda Love in the building. Salute Brenda Love.
I
Brenda,
even had that conversation. He asked me what I was gonna do
Brenda
with the
Love's
little
coming in.
bag, and I told
Brenda
him.
Love's coming in right now. The fucking guys are worse than us. My wife has said that before. Shout out to Brenda Love. She's a real hustler.
Oh
She got
yeah.
it together. Brenda Love is a real hustler. I appreciate you, amiga. She's been a day oneer.
Yeah.
5 more minutes, you guys. Let's wrap it up at 6:40. I said it wasn't going to be long. I'm ending the live with a special announcement going into Christmas week. Last words, you guys. Let's try to end this at 6:40.
Quick comment.
Man, I'm good, man. Thank you guys for everyone who purchased it. Shit, thanks for everybody's support. Thanks for Chicano Tube and his
Mhm.
wife for putting on a great event, putting their heart into it. I know he's got a vision of where this is going, man. And all what's crazy about Raza, bro, is we always tearing each other down. You always looking at it with the wrong point of view. You want to sit there, it's all about the bag and this and that. And instead of supporting someone and being like, man, look at what my Raza's doing. And that's the problem we have. We can't uplift each other. We have to always criticize each other. Think we got to treat each other better, man.
Hmm.
Got to try to help out. I bought all the fights already. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I had to buy this fight too. I wanted to watch it. I wanted to watch the finished product. I was excited.
Yeah.
Some of the beautiful pictures that Mikey's wife shot.
Mm-hmm.
My wife blew them up into blew them up into like cardboards for memories. You know what I mean? She gave it to
That's
me for
great.
my Christmas present. They're
Nice.
badass. So
Nice.
Um,
salute to you guys, man. You got, like I said, I got to live a childhood dream. You know what I mean? I got to walk out to walkout music. I got to fight in front of a crowd.
yeah.
Um, Thank yous. That
Mm.
and I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the platform to allow me to do it. And I just wanted to do good business. I just wanted to put forth my best foot forward and bring, all I could do was worry about myself and I wasn't bullshitting. I told you I'm training hard. I'm this, I'm that. And that was being said on the other side. But like I said, it was all deception all the way up till the end until it wasn't. And then to deceive us is crazy. I gave dude all the benefit of the doubt. I looked past all his past, shook his hand and offered my hand in brotherhood. Um, yeah, man. I hope John finds with whatever he's going through. I hope he finds it. Yeah, I'm done. I did it. I could say I did it, and salute to everybody, man. Thank you.
Reskizi, any final words?
Salute Total Trucker. Shout out to Miss Chicano too, for the photography skills. I think she's the one that really makes Chicano tube look good. But
That's right. That's right. With the
uh,
She,
cute
hey, hey,
slideshows and everything.
she shared that with me. She's the secret right there.
right.
That's the secret recipe, man. Salute.
Hey, because that is find me a better looking studio on YouTube.
Yeah,
Find me a
yeah.
better fucking
Tube,
setup.
yep. That's all Miss
It's
Chicano Tube.
it's man, that's it's OC 714 says something that a lot of people have said about dropping a text. I will say this. I in my reaction, right, and it's not just a shameless plug, go see my video, but in my reaction uh to the cup holder, right? Which I didn't watch the whole thing before I started reacting to it. I did read off part of the text. That's as far as I'm personally, that's as far as I'm willing to go. Uh Now folks can take my word for it. They cannot take my word for it. You could take Mikey's word for it, not take his word.
You
That's
didn't
up to
really
you.
even scratch the surface on it.
I There was a long old fucking text. Um and I don't do that in my time on YouTube. That's not what I do. I don't, oh, look at this text message. Oh, here's this recorded phone call. Oh, here I that's not what I do, and I'm not gonna start doing it now. Um I In hindsight, really, I'm not thrilled with myself even for reading the portion that I read on the thing. Mikey has seen the message, but the presentation that, oh, it's just a text that says simply don't bet. Nowhere in that text does it say don't bet. Nowhere does it talk about betting. It is a dissertation on the fight. It is a play by play from a particular perspective, of course. Um, and in terms of it going out to 3 or 4 people, I had 3 people tell me about the text. So, and I don't think that I got that good of numbers of the. It only went out to 3 people, and all fucking 3 of them got at me, or only went out to 5 people, and 3 out of 5 got at me.
Multiplied by mine.
There's no, there's no way, right? Yeah, and probably the people getting at me, I don't think are the same people getting at Chicano Tube. I don't know because I don't ask those kind of questions because I don't care. But I know some of the folks getting at me aren't the folks that get at Chicano Tube because part of the reason they got at me was hey, you know, let Mikey know. Well, if they can get at Mikey themselves, why the fuck they got to get at me, right? So it it's just more downplaying, and if you want to start measuring credibility, who's telling the truth? Hey, I I'll put my reputation on YouTube uh up against anybody else's in terms of sincerity and honesty, and doesn't mean I'm not, I don't make mistakes, but I own those mistakes too. So I'm not gonna put the text messages out there. Um, I You could take my word for
Neither
it,
am I.
or you could
Neither am
not. I'm not gonna do that. Uh, but I generally keep it real, and yeah, I was gonna start taking shots at people and talking shit about who tells the truth and taking a stand, but I'm not gonna do all that. I'm gonna leave it here. I wouldn't be on here if it wasn't for the video yesterday. If it wasn't for the cup holder, the Gilligan, um, I've been done with this conversation. I was to be honest with you. Um, I've been over it. I was over it in November. I, I've been over it since then. Oh, this fucking damn near the end of December. I've been
Yeah.
over it. But you want to go do some ridiculous shit like that and throw some wild accusations and cute little edited pictures of me. I think the Brokeback Mountain, wherever show comes. Fuck, come on now, Holmes. Like, um, but no, I'm good, Holmes. I'm excited for the announcement. I do not know what the announcement is. Uh, but I'm just all on board with the content creator series of fighting and Chicano tube. So I support whatever you got going on, homie. And I'm ready.
I appreciate you. Yeah, you're right. The text messages there weren't. It was like, If I had to think about it, how there was like, I gotta shoot a kite to the carnales before they hear that I got my ass whooped,
Oh yeah.
and it needs to be explained in detail. And of course, I gotta make myself look good, and that's
Mhm.
less damage control.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an analogy, but this is the kind of shit that happened, and I got affected to it. But you know what? It's over.
Let's
It's
go.
over. Textgate is done, gente.
Right.
Operation Sabotage is done. No more Gilligan. Cállate, way. No more popping in there. Anyone else? Sidebarring. No more sidebars. It's time for the special announcement, gente. It's Christmas week coming up, man. We should be talking about hot chocolate. We should be talking about champurrado,
Bravo.
tamales, family time. Remember, Jesus is the reason for the season, and
Amen.
the most important thing is waking up with health on Christmas Day. If you have that faith, if not, I respect it too. And just knowing that that's your treasure. Everyone that's in that house right there is your treasure, and that's why I feel like a millionaire when I see my family. So enough of Textgate, enough of Operation Sabotage. Here's the big announcement that you waited to the end just to hear. As soon as I hit off on this live, let's go over and see Mile High versus Boxer on YouTube in about 1 minute. I'll see you over at the video. For all the reaction channels, go ahead and have at it. And
Right.
if you do it a favor, you could hit the share button on that. So let's go and watch it. Mile High, I'm out. Raskizi, I'm out.
So this is being uploaded on Mile High Hustle.
Merry Christmas to everyone. Go ahead.
Mikey's gonna upload it on his channel.
It's upload. Okay, it's being uploaded right here. On Chicano tube.
Let's watch it.
All right,
Let's go.
let's
I'll
go.
see you. I'm
Okay.
out.
Get your reactions on.
Merry
Have
Christmas.
fun. God bless everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.